Hi guys. So I had said I would quickly go through my food, what do I eat for the day. This is part two of my keto journey. So in the beginning, I ate often, but it was keto food. So it was quite a lot of cruciferous vegetables, cheese, eggs. I was still getting used to meat. I hadn't really eaten much meat over the years. And on keto, they say have steaks and whatever. So I kind of wasn't used to it. So in the beginning, I was kind of slowly. I started with frankfurters, chicken frankfurters, which are not ideal because they have dextrose and stuff in them under keto. However, they're a great start. They're tasty. I put them with mustard. They're so if you can, like I'm on a budget. I can't buy everything organic, grass fed, grass finished, blah blah blah. Which is what ideally, of course, we don't live in an ideal world, which is why I also don't agree with never eating a McDonald's. I think you've got to have a moderation and mixture. I'd rather have 5 years taken. I couldn't give a shit about longevity. I don't really give a crap. However, I don't want to be sick for no reason just because it's expected or whatever. So, but that's not why I started it. I started because I had this massive pain under my left rib, thought it was a hernia, and then I started to unfurl this whole thing about visceral fat, which I'd never fucking heard of. Maybe in biology somewhere in my living cert they had mentioned it, but I don't really know about it. So there was this there. So basically, what was inside my cavity in here, in between my poor old organs for years, was visceral fat caused by excessive consumption of carbohydrates, sugars, and carbohydrates. Not fat, not protein, carbohydrates. So I kind of slowly got more and more into. So I ate quite a lot at the beginning. Eggs. I had not eaten an egg in 10 years. I was now slowly getting back into it. I found my palate changed pretty quickly, which was brilliant. Of course, the first few days were torture. Even the memory of the carbs. So now I have 6 shots of coffee in the morning. I couldn't give a shit what other people think. That is what I have. And I've tried 4, I've tried 2, I've tried none. Give me 6. If I'm fasting, I only drink black coffee. If I'm doing a kind of a dirty fast, I have coffee with cream or heavy cream. This is double cream. Sometimes I don't have double cream, and I don't. I put about a tablespoon into each one of these, which is probably a little bit too much, but I don't give a crap. Yeah, listen, I'm not perfect at all. I want to have something I drink. So the next thing I do is I don't eat anything all morning. And between 10 and 1, I usually have my first meal. It used to be a plate of kind of vegetables with cheese and eggs, or it was a kind of a cheese egg omelette with mushrooms and whatever. But now I've gotten quite lazy. So it might be half a block of cheese. It might be 2 eggs with half a block of cheese. I I'm quite busy, so I'm like, I just don't have time. And I stuff some cruciferous rocket leaves into my mouth beforehand. I take some apple cider vinegar. Like it sounds very boring. I eat on the hoof a lot of times. Sorry for scratching my armpit. It's a keto thing. And then I don't really have a big meal. Then could be I get some olives, get some stuffed peppers. I could also sit down and have an egg omelette. I could have a big bowl of chili. I make my own chili with 18% fat beef. The one I have now is 10% fat beef because I couldn't get the 18% one. It doesn't matter. Just make it. I have my recipes in some of the shorts. And that would be it. I'm not hungry. You don't get as hungry on the ketogenic diet as you do. You are never hungry. Like not like when you're eating carbs, it's addictive. You want more, you want more, you want more, you want more. So that's it. And then I fill in with these and I drink sparkling water. Sometimes I don't. Yesterday I didn't drink hardly any water. I take salt. I take my supplements. I'm really fanatical about supplements. And I have another short that I'll put in the link. So that's it. I don't eat in the mornings. I'm happy out. I'm not hungry and I am no stress, no anxiety. Life is good, brain clear, body. I know my cavity does not have that load of visceral fat it used to have. And now, right now, I had a wedding at the weekend, so there's going to be some. I wasn't drinking at the wedding. I had Heineken Zero, but the next day I decided to have a few drinks because I wasn't able to drink at the wedding. So now I have a little bit of a fatty liver from the alcohol. So I'm going to fast for a day or two to try and get rid of that. It's going to be no problem. I'm going to be fine.